this the buzzkill part of the evening. Anyway, welcome. So for your wedding crashers out here, I'm Everett, and I'm the father of the bride. And I want to welcome you to the Rob Nagel New York watch party. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That was last night. This is actually Rob's wedding. Good that he can sneak it in between games. Rob, I really appreciate your flexibility. Very good. So I promised Ashley she'd have a hot wedding, but I meant the band, not the weather. And but I know tonight we're going to dance up a storm, and when it comes, I hope you'll just keep on dancing. I don't know if you know this, but tonight is a landmark occasion. This will be the first night that Ashley stayed up past 9 p.m. in years.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
And for me, it's extra special, because this will be the first time my wife hasn't interrupted me or overruled me since we started planning this wedding 9 months ago. Didn't Breezy, Ashley's golden retriever, do a terrific job as flower dog? It's not nice to upstage the bride, but Breezy couldn't help herself. So, let me first welcome Liz. Behind the pole. There she is. Welcome Liz and thank her for all the effort and hard work and planning to make this a special night. And with Ashley and Rob's help, I think she did a terrific job.
Yes, she did.
Let me also welcome Rob's parents, Tom and Elda Nagel.
Thank you.
They, of course, played an extra special role, because without them, there would be no Rob. And when there were no Rob, Ashley'd be in bed at 9 o'clock tonight, and I'd be riding around in circles in my boat on Long Island Sound. So, where were we? Well, that's good. Well, thank you for all the contributions. Thank you for the rehearsal dinner last night as well.
Oh,
a terrific occasion. So we also want to thank the deacon and Reverend Hortzman. Neither of whom could be here tonight, but they had a wonderful wedding ceremony, and we really appreciate it. So Rob's father and the deacon have been friends for over 60 years, having gone to Holy Cross together as college kids.
Yep. And
I know that made it extra special. We did have a private ceremony at the Deacon's Church in New Canaan before, and then again a ceremony today at Belhaven. So, how's that for hedging our bets?
Yeah.
In fact, with a Catholic ceremony on Thursday and a Presbyterian ceremony today, I'm having so much fun. I'm thinking of having a Jewish service tomorrow and a Buddhist ceremony on Monday. Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't welcome back our friends from Florida. We took a big risk scheduling this for 5 months into the year, as opposed to their normal return to state target date of 6 months and 1 day. It was worth it. I always like seeing them. They're a little evasive, but they aren't very taxing. You guys are very charitable. So Florida friends, however, I want you to know those aren't wedding photographers out here. Those are Connecticut Department of Revenue Services agents. And I'm getting a finder's fee to offset part of the cost of this wedding. So I think that I just want to make sure I cover everybody. So welcome everybody. So now I'd like to take a brief commercial interruption and wish an old, and I guess I shouldn't say old, wish a Tulane friend of Ashley's a really happy birthday. So where is Peter Butler? Oh my God. Look at that, he's already standing. And he is just a glutton for adoration. So, Peter is a great guy, and I've really enjoyed watching him grow up over the years. I probably shouldn't say his age, but it rhymes with 40. So that's been great. Watching him as he grows up and transitioning from cannabis gummies to Senecot gummies. And Peter, you're going to understand that in a couple of years. So back to the wedding. So I guess I should also welcome Rob. Where's Rob? There he is. Do you all know the story of Ashley and Rob? Well, one day, Rob was walking through Harbor Point, and in the distance he saw the most beautiful blonde he had ever seen in his life. And as they got closer and closer, their eyes locked, and he said, "This is true love." He said, "I'm going to get that girl." Well, imagine this. So, you get closer and closer, and next thing you know, Breezy jumps up and licks him. So imagine his surprise when he learned the beautiful blonde golden retriever that he saw in the distance came with the emotional support human named Elsa. So now they're happy threesome, and Breezy goes down me. She has 4 hands to tickle her. So welcome to our family, Rob. So they say opposites attract, and in this case they really do. A crazy Knicks fan and a girl who's never been to an NBA game. A guy who likes to get up at 5 in the morning and go to the gym, and a girl who likes to sleep as long as she can. A girl who's loquacious, and a guy who knows how to listen. He loves Swift, and he likes Metallica. But I will say similarities also attractive. In this case, they're both kind and compassionate. They're both thoughtful. They're both loving and loyal. They both don't drink coffee. They both like to binge watch the same TV shows. They both love Breezy, and they both love being with each other.
Yeah.
So this indeed.
Yeah.
Gotta stop crying. This indeed will be a marriage made in heaven. So please join me in the toast. This is where I get my toast. Please join me in the toast.